Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Sunday, January 21st, 2024. Well, we're just cruising right through this month and learning all sorts of things from these beautiful oracle cards. I believe that liminal spaces are mystical transition spaces where we're open to learning new stuff, where we're open to energy, we're open to information. And I believe that oracle cards can help guide that information to us. It can bring the message to us. In this guidebook, Colette Baron-Reid says about oracle, the word comes from Latin, the orare, which means to speak or to impart wisdom. And so I hope that I'm being a clear channel to bring this wisdom that's coming through to us through this beautiful oracle deck. So this is the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron-Reid. And I have had this deck on my shelves for a while, but I've never opened it, never used it. And now this is the second week in a row I've been guided to open up a new deck and discover the potential of it. And I am loving this deck. It's been so much fun and so beautiful. So I've been doing a 2-card reading, and I look at two things. I look at the energy of the day. So the energy is basically the force that's directed towards us from the universe, from our divine selves, from even smaller aspects of the world around us, but the force that comes at us. And then the focus is our intention, our effort, or our response that we choose. That's us. We choose to put back into the energy of the day. So Colette does go on to say about this deck is that 7 is a divine number. It shows up in multiple cultures over and over and over again. She chose 7 and then 7 cards for every area, so a total of 49 cards, and they are tied to the light spectrum, so the 7 colors of the rainbow, but also tied to the 7 wheels in the chakra system, or the major wheels. I mean, we have many chakras in our bodies, but we have the 7 main ones. And so that is what this card, or this card deck, tells us. And it's gorgeous. I've really enjoyed the energy of it so far. Okay, so we're going to look at the energy of the day. And then we're going to look at the focus of the day. I'm trying to do this in camera so you guys can see that I'm absolutely choosing these spontaneously. I will say that before these readings, I open a circle of light and love and protection around myself, which includes anyone who will watch these readings, no matter when that is, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, or next year. I also call in the energy of my spirit guides and guardians, the spirit guides and guardians of the collective, and the spirit guides and guardians of the people who will watch this, because it was all meant to be. And when you find these videos, you'll find something in this reading for you. So let's look at the energy that's coming at us today. I'll read from the card intuitively, and then I will look at the guidebook, because Colette, with all of her guidebooks, has such gorgeous, gorgeous insight for us. So we have a tender embrace. This is, I'm trying to get this where you can see it. So we have 2 elephants here, and they are beautiful. And they're kind of nuzzling each other and just very gentle and loving. And so I feel like this energy that's coming at us today from the universe is just very gentle, tender, nurturing. It's gonna feel like a warm hug, and that's beautiful. And so I am so excited to see what this day has in store for us. Let me look up what the guidebook says. Sorry, almost there. This is in the love category. She's kind of put around the numbers like a box, and this is a green box. And so green is designating love, which she says here, love is compassion, community, forgiveness, unconditional acceptance, inner peace, and wholeness. Now, for the card Tender Embrace, the key concepts are compassion, warm-hearted care for self and others, sensitivity and empathy, benevolence, and kindness. It says, put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning into the world around you, others you know and even those you don't know. Can you feel compassion for them? Compassion is an emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence as you stand witness to the suffering of the world. Now is the time to reduce that pain and focus on compassion in all areas of your life. Today, do something deliberately kind for another. Even looking a stranger in the eye and smiling can make a world of difference. A world of a difference. So not only is this a tender embrace and loving and warm, it's telling us to be kind to one another. So the energy that's coming at us is a gentle embrace and maybe kindness. So maybe we're going to be the stranger that somebody smiles at, and that's going to lift us up, you know, but we can also be that for somebody. So let's look at the focus that we're supposed to put into this lovely, beautiful, tender, embracing energy that's coming at us. Beautiful uncaging. Oh my God, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. We have a heart here with light all around it and a key here in the middle. And the interesting thing about the key is, I'm trying to get this close enough that you can see, but not zoom in. The key, there is a lock, but the key is in the lock. So we're there. All we have to do is turn it and then it's unlocked. So we have a gorgeous potential for us to make this move, to unlock this beautiful, tender energy that's coming at us. And we can make our days better that way. We can make somebody else's day better that way. Maybe it's even that crusty neighbor you don't love that much. You know, maybe it's a parent who you don't often take the time to say those things to because they're just there every day in our lives. Or to a friend that you see often, but you just don't tell them how much they mean to you. So I think this is a gorgeous energy for this day. Let me read from this card real quick. And I think this card is in the water category, which is interesting to me because when I look at this, I just see light and almost like fire behind it. But it is a beautiful uncaging, and it's in the water category. And what she says about this card is the key concepts are the prison of guilt, a need for self-inventory, rigorous honesty, accountability, or making amends. So at this time, you're being called to assess where guilt is playing a part in your life, recognizing how it's affecting you and others, and addressing it so you can release yourself from its grip. Guilt is a powerful emotional state capable of transforming difficult situations. It keeps you accountable for your actions when you have done something that causes harm. However, it can also feel self-sabotaging, and it can be a cycle that fosters codependency and a distorted sense of personal power. Self-blame can lead to behaviors that perpetuate low self-worth. Have you done or said something for which you need to make amends? Have you disregarded a boundary or broken a promise? Guilt can make you aware of potential ways you have given injury and show you how to redress that transgression. So this is interesting because when I first seen this card, I didn't get the idea of guilt at all. But I think there's a lot of truth in the fact that something needs to be uncaged here. And we do so. I mean, nobody's perfect. We're all learning and we're human and we make mistakes. And sometimes we're impatient. I'm incredibly impatient. Sometimes I react before I need to. I know that about myself, and I don't think I'm alone in that. And so I think that this energy, or the focus that we can put into this beautiful, tender energy that's coming at us, is to be aware that we're not perfect, but we can always make amends. You can always be kind. You can always say a wonderful thing to that crusty neighbor who annoyed you last week, or to a coworker who rubs you the wrong way. I mean, we're all just trying to figure it out together. We're just coming at it with different experiences and on different paths. So I think this is a beautiful reading. But this day is telling us that we here, our focus is that we need to be aware of us because we're the ones that make the difference here. So we need to look at ourselves here, and we need to take maybe a hard, brutal look at ourselves, our behavior, our actions, the way we speak, the way we move, how we go through lives. And if we do that, and if we're honest with ourselves, then it opens us up to this beautiful, beautiful energy of tender embrace. I'm excited about this reading, you guys. I do think it's telling us that we need to look at ourselves, because if we focus on ourselves and make changes for the better, we help everybody, including ourselves. And that is a beautiful thing. I hope you found this reading helpful. I hope you've connected with it in some way. I'd love to hear what you're thinking about the readings. I'd love to hear what you're thinking about this deck. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. We're more than halfway through our week's reads already. I'm loving this deck. I can't believe I haven't opened it before now. Anyways, please like, please subscribe, please share if you feel inclined. I would love to help this channel grow so I can help spread these messages to more people. Thank you so much. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me.